everyone. Welcome to another Alter New Facebook and YouTube Live with me, Lilith. Don't forget to pop in to say hello, and then in a couple of minutes we'll get started. Hi, good evening. Good evening, Millie. From Italy. Oh, I love Italy. We went last year. It was wonderful. So, hi there, everyone. Today, we're going to be crafting with me, Lilith, today. And we have released our newest Marvelous Monthly selection. I didn't get the whole selection, so you won't get a total look of everything that's available in the Marvelous Monthly. But I will show you one of the products that I got, which is the Potted Succulents Spark Joy, the Spark Joy set. Thank you for sharing. And I'm just going to show it to you now. Hi there, Nancy. So this is the Potted Succulent Spark Joy. So I've got the 3 elements. So I did get the add-on bundle. And in the 3, you have the Potted Succulent Hot Foil Plate, which we'll be using today. Hi there, Kay. Hi from Mexico. How lovely. The add-on is the die set, which I got, which I think is fabulous. If you don't want the die set, you can just get the hot foil plate and the coordinating stencils, and it is quite a simple element, so you could do a little bit of fussy cutting. So there you go, if you want to save a little bit. So these are the 3 elements I'll be using, and I've got a little sneak of something at the end of this live session, so do stay tuned. So that's the these are the products I'm going to be using today, but do head over to the Alter New website where you will see all of the lovely new products from this Marvelous Monthly release. And stay tuned, because tomorrow there's going to be a fun blog hop where you can see lots of fun crafty creations, and there are also some fabulous prizes up for grabs. So there you have it. Hi there. Hi, everyone. So I'm going to pop you down and then we can start crafting. Yes, and don't forget to share while this is live. I don't know who is behind the Alter New badge today, Nancy. Maybe the person behind will state their name. I didn't see it in the chart, but I've been very busy, so I kind of just took a glance at it. So I don't know who is going to be behind the badge today. There we go. So I have popped you down and you can see my little mat, and we can start crafting. Okay, I'm going to scoot forward. It's Hannah. There we go. She's going to give us some good vibes. So I've also pulled out some ink colors. I pulled out my little mini cubes just because I had my tray ready and it was just easy to scoop out. But you could use any of our newer colors if you wanted to as well. But I'm going to go with Deep Iris, which I've got here, Lagoon, and Olive. So those are the 3 colors I'm using. I've also got my little blending tools with me. I've got some white cardstock. So this is going to be for my background. So I'm just going to pop one to one side. And then I've got a second one for my potted succulents. And please excuse the messy hands. I was a little bit crafty today. So we're going to start with our potted succulent hot foil plate. Thank you for sharing, Helena. Hello, everyone. Hi there, Kathy. So this is what you get with the hot foil plate. So I've already got my plate ready and set to go. I'm just going to switch it on. That way it will be ready in a couple of minutes when we will need it. So in this foil plate set, you will get the potted succulent as well as a sentiment which says thanks, and we'll be using both. And if you do get the add-on, which is the coordinating die, you get the die to cut out the potted succulents. And you've also got the die to cut out the thanks, which is super handy. I don't mind cutting out flowers and shapes, sometimes it's a little bit harder to cut out sentiments, and I do like it when I have a die that comes with it. So that's that. I'm just going to maybe up. Okay. So all ready, and for our hot foil plates, we also need some foil, and I'm going to be using the Old to New brushed gold hot foil roll, which is in here. There we go. Hi Tracy, how are you? There we go. So here you can see our foil we're going to be using, and I'm just going to pull up my plate and just put it over here. So I hope I'll be able to show you the whole plate or the whole system. Okay, so I'm using the Spellbinders Glimmer Hot Foil system, but there might be others out there that you could use as well. There we go. So what I've done is I've already switched it on, so it's heating up. You just have to wait until that little button says platform ready. So thank you, Ruth, for sharing. So once the plate is ready, I'm just going to pop on the plate. So I'm going to already pull them off the sticky backing here, and I'm also going to put my thanks. Okay. And before we start foiling, because we're waiting, just a little tip: if you're new to this, you might think that you would want to pop your foil down like this, but you're going to pop it shiny side down, which is a bit strange, but that's how it is. I think we've all made the mistake once. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm already going to cut that a little bit to size. There we go. That should be good. And I have stopped trying to cut my foil with scissors. I just cut it now with a little knife. Oops, don't roll away. So I'm just going to kind of measure how much I need. Okay, that should be good. And I'm just going to give that a little snip. There we go. And this is such a pretty color. So this is brushed gold. There are 3 golds for Old to New. Oh yes, Ruth. I think, I have to check each time I pull up the website and I check each time, which is so silly because I've been foiling for a while now, but I just forget. So I think it's good to have like a little note, like shiny side down. There we go. So I was saying the other colors that Old to New has, or which I have from Old to New. So I've also got the Enchanted Gold, which is a little bit more bronzy, I think. And then we've got here the Brass, which is a lot lighter and it's a lot cooler. I do prefer the kind of warmer colors. There we go. Thank you for sharing, everyone. Hi there, Roxy. So I'm still waiting for my plate to warm up. Usually doesn't take that long, but I hope it will be ready in a minute. So I'm already going to pull out. Thank you for sharing, Roxy. I'm already going to prepare my stencils. So this is a really easy stencil set. You've got the pot here, and you've also got the elements for the succulent leaves. Oh, I do need a color for my pot. So I'm going to pull out a color for my pot. Let me just see what they advise here. Oh, I might go with a blue pot as well. That sounds nice. I'm going to change the colors a little bit in the inside here, but I think I'll go with a blue pot. Oh, and it's ready. See? Ha! So I'm already going to prepare my blues maybe. So I'll probably go with some blue colors. Just check. I think I'm going to go with those. Pop them over there. So we're ready. So we're going to pop our elements on. Oh, up. There we go. Let's pop it a bit better. There we go. Oh. There we go. And now we're just going to pop on the timer. This does go really quickly. And once the timer is ready, I'm just going to put this down a little bit. There we go. Oh, maybe not. I do hope that my... Oh, yes, it's big enough. There we go. So we're just going to wait until the timer, so this little button stops blinking. I know, Vicky. I love that you can have the stencils, and which I quite like because it's super easy. But sometimes we just want to do that kind of coloring with our pencils or with our artist markers, and so or even with watercolor. So it's nice to have that option of both. And it's true, if you've got the stencils, it does look like it's easy. I colored that with a stencil. I know the mini blenders are perfect. I often grab for these ones here, so the mini ones, and like the in-between ones, these for like maybe large images. I don't use the very large ones a lot. Maybe if I'm doing like a background and I just want one color, that would be really well. Ooh, Roxy, you're going to have so much fun with those alcohol markers. Oh, and it's ready. There you go. See, easy. So we're going to just pop our foil down. So I just kind of pop it on there. Okay. And it will kind of just settle. And then we're going to put our plates on. So you get like several plates. And I just pop them on top. And this is like the only tricky thing you have to do now is you have to kind of wiggle that out. But it doesn't really move a lot. So I just kind of pinch it like this, move it up a bit, and then just kind of try and pull it out ever so slightly. Oh, there we go. Got it. Let's just pop those back on there. And now you have to run them through your die machine. So mine is on my little trolley over here. I don't have any space on my desk. So I'm just going to just pop to do that. You'll probably hear the roller. I'm just going to pop it in there. And you just run it through your machine once. So I think don't go like back and forth. And you might think, oh, there's not a lot of pressure on there. But it will work just fine. So I'm just going to maybe switch this off. We don't need that anymore. Just put it on the side. Oh, you haven't, Kathy. I forgot the cardstock. Okay, there we go. Told you. End of the day, brain. We'll have to start again. Oh, Cece. I needed Cece here. Okay, let's do this again. I did forget the cardstock. I've got some lovely foiling on my plate. Ooh, it's pretty. Okay, let's. Oh dear, silly me. Doodly doodly. Well, there you go. I forgot the cardstock, which was just there waiting. So let's just start again. Should go a bit quicker now because everything is nice and heated. So let's just do this again. Now you see what happens. This is alive, so I can't edit this out. So let's just cut a new piece. There we go. So I'm going to just cut out a new piece of foil. And I was so happy that my plates weren't foiled. It doesn't hurt. No, it doesn't. It doesn't really. I'll just turn that around the next time. See how pretty this. It is very pretty. See how pretty it is. I know, the joy of a live session. I think maybe you could kind of scratch it off I don't think. It's not really. It's like when you're die cutting and your plates get all cut in. Hi, Sue. I'm so happy to be here and so happy to see you. Oh, see, it's already ready. So let's do this again. And this time I'm not going to forget my paper. I'll pop it on there. I'm just going to maybe stick this down. Okay. Oh, no, it's too quick. Too quick. I'm too quick. Serena, I have loads of mistakes. You should see me when I create a video for Alter New. I can't have to stop and then start again because I kind of mess things up. And I usually mess things up at the end. So I have to do the whole technique again. Well, let's just try and do this correct now. So we're just going to wait for this to heat up. This is really fast. Come on. Tick, tick, tick. Everything is ready for the next step. I don't think it's a problem. I don't know. Let's just pop that on there. Okay, now plates back on. I've got the paper. Shiny side down. Let's just check if we've got everything. Okay, let's just pull this out now. This is always the tricky bit. Okay. And now let's pop it again through the machine. I think there is a product. I have seen it. Oh, I have heard of it. But I don't know what it's called either. So before I switch off the machine, let's just check if everything worked out nicely. There we go. So here we have it. Ooh. Oh no. Oh no. What happened? Oh, look. That can happen sometimes. So we're just going to do it again. Let's just do it again. The succulent didn't come out as nicely. There we go. I don't know why. What a good thing. I'm just making one card today. Oh, I think I can use the thanks. So maybe I'll just pull that one off. I'm just going to pop the thanks. I don't need the thanks anymore. I'll just need to do my potted plants. We'll use this one as the background. Let's just get that paper ready. I will have to do it again. Oh, dearie dear. Do you know what I'm going to do while we're waiting for this to warm up? I'm already going to, oh no, we can't. Okay, there he is. The platform is ready. So let's just cut a new piece of foil. Once it's on, it does go really quickly. Okay. Third time's a charm. I don't know. Let's just wait. I'm going to do that again. Oh, yes, I could do that, Sue. But I'm a bit lazy. I'm just going to try it again. Let's just hope that third time's a charm. Come on, quickly. Little blinky button. Stop blinking. And I'm standing under my lights and this. It's like really hot here now. What I did do once was I with a gold pen, but it was like it was a lot less than this. I just had some patchy places and I just went over it with a gold pen. Okay, there we go. Let's just pop it on there. Third time's a charm, please. Keep the fingers crossed. Pop that on. I'm just going to pop a little bit of tape on my paper so it doesn't move around too much. There we go. And now let's pop the plates on there. And oh yes, Kathy, that's what I'm doing. It was on purpose, like really on purpose. I'm just building the anticipation, like suspense. Hi there, Amy. Oh yes, the day is almost done. After this, I'm going to hop into my bed. And tomorrow I'm going to go shopping with my kids. So there we go. Let's see how this turned out. Okay, I'm going to pop this off, switch it off. I just hope that everything is good now. There we go. Oh, it's even worse. Okay, let's just go with the other one. Okay. I don't know why this one isn't working as it should. Maybe there's not enough pressure when I push it through the machine. I'm not going to do it a second time. I'm just going to work with this one. Okay, we're going to do, and then we'll probably just use the gold pen afterwards, just see how that works. So I should probably just put a little extra shim in it when I'm pushing it through the machine. So I'm going to use my stamp wheel just to make for my stenciling here. So let's get started with the stenciling. Oh, that's such a shame. So we're going to start with our succulent leaves. So this is going to be really easy because all we have to do is like line it up and start blending. So I'm going to do like, I'm sure it's the live, Amy, because when I do it, usually I don't have any issues. I've never had any issues. I think it's the live. It's just because I'm live on YouTube and Facebook. So I want to go with kind of the kind of greeny, purpley, kind of turquoisey looks. There we go. So I'm going to start probably with a little bit of olive. I'm going to go save. Yeah. Once it stops blinking, yes, I do run it through the machine. So I'm going to start with the olive color. There we go. I'm just going to blend that all in nicely. And this is like the perfect size for this kind of blending. Okay, so I've got my green down. And if you wanted to, you could just use shades of green, but I'm going to go like a little twist. I'm going to use a bit of Lagoon. I'm just going to add a bit of that, like not over the whole section, but like to some of the lower parts here, just to create a little bit of kind of color variation like you would have on a succulent. Okay, so that's the first part done. Oh, I thought, well, I need to do that before you press. Oh, I have to put everything on before the timer? I've never done that. So I must have gotten something wrong. I'll try that next time, Helena. Thank you. So we've got that. I love the color combination there. It's really, really pretty. So that's the first one. And then we're just going to up. Well, just have to find this. There we go. That's the next one. And we're going to do the same. I'm going to start with my olive. Okay, I'm going to try that the next time. I always work like this, but I must say I'm really bad at remembering steps. I kind of skip things, do things quickly. That's kind of how I work. So once again, I'm just going to go with the olive. That's going to be my base color. And then I'm going to add like different shades to the olive using the deep iris or the lagoon. So once again, I've got my green, and I'm going to go in with a little bit of that deep iris. So once again, I'm just going to add that. Oh, and I'm not using deep iris, I'm using Lagoon. Silly me. Oh, let's go in with the iris now. There we go. There we go. It creates like a fun kind of brown color. There we go. So next, number 2, everything. So you have the number of the stencil here, and then you have the number of the layer. So this time I'm going to go in with my iris because I just want to add a bit more of that purple. There we go. I love the purple against the foil color. It's really, really pretty. And this time I'm going to go in with a little bit of the Lagoon as well. There we go. Creates like a darker shade of blue, like. There we go. And then we're going to go in with our next color. Oops. Let's go in there. I might start with the Lagoon and just see. This is such a pretty color that I can check which color I'm going to add after that. And maybe go in with the deep iris afterwards. I know the size is just perfect. Not too small, not too big. There we go. Oh, I like that. It's kind of purpley bluey and a bit of green. Yummy. And we're not finished just yet because we've got some little tippy tips to add. And I think I'm just going to go over the tips with the olive again. It will just darken those sections a bit. There we go. And with these stencils, you can go like, try and make it as realistic as possible, and then add even some pencil coloring to it, or just make it really funky like I did. There we go. So we've got everything done. Now the only thing left to do is our little pot here. So I'm kind of hesitating which color I'm going to do. So I would like to create kind of a terracotta pot, or maybe I think because if I add blue, it's going to be too blue. But I'm afraid if I create like a terracotta pot, it might look too. What should I do? Help me. Am I going to go for something terracotta like, or should I go with like a blue pot? Orange. Okay, let's go. Let's try the terracotta. Okay, I'm going to take. Okay, I'm going to try this. So, I think these are this is the Martian set, but I'm not sure. Maybe Hannah can help me. So I've got Canyon Clay, Pastel Sunrise, Fire Brick, and Mahogany Bark. I think that if I could use a combination gray. Okay, so we've got terracotta, orange. Okay, let's go with terracotta. Let's try and make this subtle, not too like a soft terracotta, like the pot I've got upstairs. So let's try this. Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to just take out. I'm going to test this color before because I'm afraid it won't work out. So I'm just going to use a piece of scrap paper. Let's just go. This is Pastel Sunrise. That's kind of terracotta-y. And then I might add a little bit of Fire Brick just to enhance that a bit later on. Let's go with that. Okay. So Pastel Sunrise. And I'm going to go with maybe a larger for this one so that it's going to be a bit quicker. There we go. The only thing is if you've only got the small ones and you want to blend a larger thing, it's a bit more difficult. But this is a nice terracotta color, so that's going to work really well. Stay put. I think I've got elephants at home because when they're walking around upstairs, it's like, oh, Roxy, I've got them. I haven't got thunder, but my boys are running around, I think, upstairs, and it's like there's a herd of elephants upstairs. I'm going to add just a little bit of Canyon Clay just to darken a little bit. Okay, I'm going to take my smaller one so that I can kind of just darken the edges a little bit more here. Okay, so I've got that in. And this is for the little rim here around the terracotta pot. So I might just go once again with the Canyon Clay, but maybe a little bit darker. Oh yes, it would. I know. And my boys, they're like, I've got two 19-year-olds, a 16-year-old. So I think they know how to not stomp. So I've gone a little bit darker, but it's not really that dark. Let's just, I do want a little bit more definition there. So let's just go in a little bit more. It's the good thing about these colors. If you build it up, it darkens. There we go. Oh, that's nice. That looks really nice. I'm just going to darken the edge a little bit more here. Once it dries, the ink, it does lighten a bit. So I do want to kind of add a little bit more. There we go. And then what is really fun, so the last one, which is the first one, this one, it's for the elements which are like where you've got your sand or soil. So I'm going to go for a kind of a brownish color. Maybe the mahogany bark would work for that. Oh, I've also got, oh, this would be better. I've got mangrove root. That sounds kind of soily. Let's go with that color, mangrove root. Oh, that's perfect. It's kind of a greeny brown, which is perfect. Yep, that's nice. Okay, kind of blends in with the succulent. So there we go. I'll have to go and give those a clean. So that's my pot. And I'm really happy I went with that kind of terracotta shade. I think it helps the other colors stand out a little bit. So I'm going to cut that out now with the coordinating die set. That's going to be super duper easy now. So all I need is a die cut machine and the coordinating dies, which are here. So that's the done. And this is for this one. So I'm going to use a little bit of tape just to make sure that doesn't wander off. Oh, I'm very well known for thinking out loud. My husband always giggles when I'm like prepping my lessons because I'm kind of saying everything out loud. I think especially as a teacher, it helps me to hear what I want to say to the kids or what I want to do with the children. So I'm kind of an out loud thinker. Oh yes, Helen, me too. I do like it when sentiments dies are included. So once again, I'm just going to cut this out of screen because you wouldn't see the whole die cut machine anyway. So and like when you've got a sentiment, sometimes they're too large to put in a label, and sometimes they're like too. It's like if you don't have the coordinating die, you have to stamp directly onto your card, and sometimes you can't stamp directly onto your card. So it's nice to have like the coordinating die set with it. There we go. Really hop. Look, that's perfect. And my little pot. So up that's one side. And now all we need to do is create our background. And I think I've lost my piece of cardstock. No. Okay. I lost my piece of cardstock. I don't know where I put it, so I'm just going to cut out some new cardstock. There we go. Quickie. So now you could just stop here and just pop it on to your card and add your little sentiments. But look at the background. It's so bare. Poor little background. So I thought it'd be nice just to add some kind of texture. Well, if I can find it, I pulled out a background. Oh, that's the new release. I can't show you that. Where did I put the stencil that I pulled out? Oh, that's so me. Huh? I had a stencil ready to go. Where did I put it? No. I had it in my hands just before the live session, the stencil. Why does this always happen to me? Why do supplies just disappear? Craft rooms are very strange places. Let's just see. I'm sure I had it here. Well, it has disappeared. The mystery of the missing background stencil. How can that happen? Why does it hug? My craft space isn't that big. Where did it go? Okay, let me just get another stencil. Oh, maybe over here? No. Oh, okay, maybe I can use that one. Okay, well, okay. This wasn't the one I wanted to use in the Black Hotel. Ooh. This isn't the one I wanted to use, but it will do just fine. It was lying around, so probably won't. I think the striped one didn't want to be used, and the beveled squares did. So let's go with beveled squares then. Oh. I'll tell you, sometimes weird things happen in the craft room. Really weird things. So once again, I'm going to pull out my stamp wheel just because it's between my plates. No. Oh! Yes! It is! Now you can choose. Okay, let's do this. Choose. Which ones do you want? The beveled squares or the classy stripes stencil? Tracy, I tell you, it was just between my plates. There we go. Just tell me which one you want me to use. These are two I always have lying around if I don't misplace them between plates. I think the square, the beveled. Okay, let's go with the best. Sorry, classy stripes. You decided to hide, so let's go with the beveled. Okay. So I'm just going to pop that on there, and then I can use my stamp wheel because everything will be nice and sticky. So let's just... I'm going to try and make sure that everything is like kind of, there's a symmetry going on here. Yeah, that should be just right. Like, no, that's not straight. Okay, let's start again. There we go. Okay. Do I also have a live Thursday? Oh, well, maybe if I have a live Thursday, okay. Let's do Thursday. I'll keep it for Thursday. I'm on holiday, so I think my brain has gone into sleep mode. I am just going to add a little bit of extra stick here because there isn't a lot of stencil to stick to the stamp wheel. So I'm just going to add a little bit just to make sure it doesn't move around too much. Okay, now color. What color am I going to use? I think I'm going to go with, I'm going to try and see which color I'm going to go with. So I think I'm going to stay away from my terracotta colors because then this is going to get lost. I think I do want to go with the kind of bluey greens. So I'm going to go with that. Let's just see how this works out. So for this, I might just use my larger ones because I do want a softer look. I don't want them to be too harsh. So let's start once again with the olive. Do I have a live on Thursday? I might. There we go, up. So I'm just going to go in here. Now this is a finer stencil, so when you're stenciling, it's always a good, I kind of try to hold it down. There we go. Oh, thank you, Stacy. Oh, you're not late to the party. Well, you did miss me messing up 3 foiling attempts. And I just colored in my little potted succulent, which is from our new marvelous monthly series. What I love about these stencils is that you can go dark, you can create like lights in the middle and go dark around the edges. You can create lots of really fun effects. And this one is a really fun stencil. I love this one. See, I think that's going to look really, really, really great. So I'm going to try and keep it a little bit lighter here in the middle. So I'm just going to go over. Oh, not Tracy, you're speaking too fast. I haven't finished the live. You never know what's going to go wrong. Touch wood. I'm the kind of person to mess up something at the very end. Oh. And you see, okay, I'm just going to pop. I was really afraid I would lose my sentiment. So I'm just going to go around the edges just to make the outer section a little bit darker. Monthly kit. I don't know. Is there a monthly kit that we can sign up for? Yes, there is. I will. So our monthly series, we do have the subscription as well. So, for example, for the Spark Joy, you can buy it now because it's the release, or you can subscribe, and then each month you will get a Spark Joy subscription. And the Spark Joy always comes with hot foiling plates and a stencil, and you can also get an add-on if you want to. Then we have the Craft Your Life, which is subscription only, so you can't buy that. I'll talk about that a little bit later. That's a really great set where you get lots and lots of fun products in there. So we've got our green down, which is looking good, and I'm going to add a little bit of my Lagoon. I think those are my go-to colors, kind of the colors I've got in my bedroom. This is the tropical feel. Yeah, that's what I've got in my bedroom. So I'm just going to add this little kind of Lagoon. These two colors work really well together, the Lagoon and the kind of green. If you wanted a little bit brighter, you could go with Parrot. I'm going with Olive because it's got just a little bit, it's a little bit darker. And so I'm going to start around the edges. I will add a little bit of that blue, or the Lagoon. Sorry, it's not really blue. The Lagoon in the center. But I will kind of just finish off afterwards once I've done the edges, because I do want it to be very light. So I'm just kind of going over it with the color which is on the blending tool. Just kind of darken the edges here a little bit. Okay, I think I'm done. Let's go. Oh, there is, I know. Sometimes you go, how did I miss that one? And I get to choose. So usually I would say, okay, let's pick it. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, I like a lot. It's one of my favorite stencils. I think it's just so pretty. You go with pink and purple, and oh, this one is so pretty. And I think it's really, oh, it's so nice. Oh, doesn't it look pretty? Oh, and well, anyway, I think, should I pop it in the center? I'm not really a center kind of person, but I think I'm going to pop it in the center. Whoops. Okay, so I'm just going to take a little bit of foam tape because everything just looks better if you pop it on foam tape. So I've got the Ultimate foam tape. There. Ooh, so pretty. Just eyeballing it. I'm just going to add a little bit of more of that foam tape to my thanks. I just cut it in half so that it would fit the sentiment. And then I'm going to do kind of a double, so it's like really, really dimensional. And Okay, I think I'm going to pop it on the pot. Just to make it. There we go. Look at how pretty that is. So pretty. And shiny. And the little messed up pieces, you hardly see it. There we go. Thank you, everyone. And don't forget to share, because we will pick a lucky winner. So that was our Spark Joy potted succulent. So that was one of the products I got for this monthly series. I didn't get a lot this time, but I did get the Craft Your Life, which I'm going to try and show you. If I can find my... There we go. So this is a subscription kit that you, for example, the subscription for which is up now will start in August. And the August Craft Your Life is sneak peek, very tropical. So it's called the Tropical Vibes, and you can see more inspiration on the Altenew website. So if you sign up for the Craft Your Life kits, you will get the tropical vibe set. It comes with a layering stamp. I can quickly show you layering stamp. It comes with a stencil, peek. It comes with a beautiful embossing plate, which you can see here, which I used there, and it comes with the coordinating dies. There we go. Look, a toucan and a lovely parrot. There we go. So sneak. Or you can already see a lot on the Altenew page. So if you sign up, you will get the next. So you won't get the July Craft Your Life. You will get the August one, and that's a subscription. And you will get that every month, and you can't buy the set separately. So the Spark Your Joy, you can get a subscription, or you can buy it separately. But the Craft Your Life, it's like exclusive subscription only. There we go. Yes, Stacy, I think Hannah will post you the link to go to the Craft Your Life subscription. And also if you're interested in the Spark Joy subscription as well. If you go to the Altenew website, there's also a tab with all the subscription on it. So this is the card I made, and I made this just before because I kind of forgot that I had this, and I just made this before the live. It took me 15 minutes. Super easy. I used the same colors which you can see on here. Just added a bit of yellow, like the parrots are other colors, but it's super easy to make. There we go. The Craft Your Life, which I can show you, but which you can't get anymore because it was July's, was the Zero Waste one. So this is the one you can see here. You will see more of that tomorrow. So there we go. It's a really fun subscription. So if you're looking for a fun little set to play with, and you can't just buy the products, it's just subscription only. I remember at the time that I was crafting, I just said, there are too many supplies, I can't choose, I'm going to spend too much, I'm just going to stick to one subscription. And this one is amazing because you get so much products for that price, and you can make so many things. You can color, and you can just there's so many things to do. So there we go. And I really love this set. It's a beautiful set, and I love all things tropical leaves, tropical birds. So there we go. So there you have it. Yes, Ruth, it's great value. So if you're looking for something and you love Altenew and you're just overwhelmed maybe by all the releases and all the products, and you want something that works really well together, and each month they're a bit different styles. So I think the Craft Your Life is really good. A subscription pack, and as well, you can't just buy it in the store. So it's something that you can only get with the subscription, which I think is fun as well, like a bit of an exclusive. There we go. So that was our little card today. I'm sure you can make a lot more elements with this. I could see myself even making a layout, just making lots of potted succulents. You could also just use the stencil on itself and then create like a doodle outline to create something more doodled. So there we go. Yes, no, Tracy, I don't live in a tropical area. I live in Belgium. So we have snow in the winter. It's not any tropical. If you want a palm tree, you have to you can get it outside in the summer and then you have to bring it back in the winter. So it's not tropical at all here, but I do love everything tropical. I love warm weather and palm trees. I used to live in South Africa, so that was a bit more tropical-like, not well, a lot hotter. So there you have it. So this is the card I made today. I hope you enjoyed this little live session and that you are inspired to create with the Altenew products. I want to thank you all for joining me, and please do excuse all the little mess ups with the foiling. It had to happen, but I did learn something new, so I will try out the tips Helena gave us, and there we go. Oh, is it? Well, I'm very happy, so it should be okay. No, we're really great. We've been having lovely weather, not too hot, like I don't know how many degrees Fahrenheit. It's about like 20 to 23 degrees Celsius, which is like not too hot, not too cold. It's a bit too cold for me. I still run around with like long sleeves and a jumper, but it's really great weather. And like every 2 or 3 days, we have a little bit of rain, which is good. But I know like in the southern parts of Europe, it's like extremely hot at the moment. So we're really grateful for what we have here at the moment. So there you have it. I'm going to stop chatting away. Thank you for joining me. A huge shout out to Hannah, who's been behind the Altenew badge and who's been popping in all those links. And I hope you do find all the links to the products I used today, to the subscription sets as well. And there you have it. And now I'm going to check if I've got a live Thursday, because if I do have a live Thursday, I will use the classy stripes. There we go. So have a lovely day wherever you are, and I'll see you very soon. Bye, everyone.